And welcome to the Virtual Ball Boys podcast. That's how you guys start, right?
And nothing bad has happened.
It's 2019. Guys, it's 2005.
You have to wind up the welcome. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome to the Virtual Ball Boys podcast. My name is Chris. And joined with me, as always, is my good friend Matt. And then I say something stupid.
Hi, it's me, Matt.
The Earth is flat.
Oh, God.
I would never.
Kelsey, both Kelsey and Chris, you guys leveled up. Cliff increased his sharp or his cool so that he no longer had a negative modifier.
It's sharp, so now it's 0.
Okay, cool. And Kelsey, for Jeremiah, you took a move from another playbook. So you took Connect the Dots.
I did.
Do you want to reread it for the audience, or do you want me to read it? Sure.
I can read it. Okay, connect the dots. At the beginning of each mystery, if you look for the wider patterns the current events might be a part of, roll plus sharp. On a 10 plus hold, 3, and on a 7 to 9 hold, 1. Spend your hold during the mystery to ask the keeper any of the following questions. Is this person connected to current events more than they are saying? When and where will the next critical event occur? What does the monster want from this person? Is this connected to previous mysteries we have investigated?
Okay.
How does this mystery connect to the bigger picture?
And while we've been a little bit loosey-goosey with the rule stuff, if you want to roll the Connect the Dots now, you can, and then I'll still let you do it at the beginning of the next mystery, too. Yeah. Oh, wait.
Okay, so I'm rolling
Okay,
now.
we should move back to the monster of the week chat. Because the rolling isn't going to work.
All right.
That's true.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Wait, add nothing. Oh, no, add sharp. It's a 6?
It's a 6.
All right. Well, it was worth a shot. Mark,
Yeah.
add +1 experience.
Should someone help out in this?
I don't think anyone can.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think this is the kind of thing somebody can help out with. You know what? Actually, you know what, Kelsey? I'll give you this choice. You ready? Either you can mark +1 experience, or if there's a situation where you want to ask one of those questions, somebody else needs to roll to help out. And if they succeed in helping out, then you'll be able to ask the question. But if they fail at helping out, then things are going to go a little sideways. Okay, all right.
Great.
So
I like
keep
that
the questions in mind, and then so don't mark experience right now. Keep the questions in mind. If whoever tries to help out fails, then you'll both mark experience. But we'll work that into the story. Okay, so with that, you guys are on your way to Greg's Groceries. You managed to make your way back to Flats. I want to say it's probably, like late afternoon, early evening at this point. And you guys have been there before, where it is, as far as grocery stores go, this is definitely a smaller establishment. It has the kind of basic setup as far as grocery stores go. However, in terms of like registers, there is no self-checkout. There's like 3 registers, but usually it's just like one person is on one. There's maybe like 6 to 8 aisles, as opposed to like much larger ones. And it seems to be a much more kind of locally run grocery store than one that is a corporate one. Is there anything you guys want to do before getting in there, or do you want me to kind of keep leading into the grocery store? Or anything you want to discuss?
I wrote something down called Hold'em Takes Shirt. I forget which. Was that the order shirt, or was that the grocery store uniform?
It was like an apron that an employee would wear for the grocery store, and you found
All
that in number 9's apartment.
Number 9 large.
Yep.
Cliff is still keeping in mind the fact that he wants to search for things for his alien friend, and so I think that with that in mind, I think he's gonna pull out the list that he wrote down and maybe, as you know, can try to stay with the group a little bit, but we'll be keeping his eye out on the goods.
Yeah, sure. As a
I also
reminder.
have something.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'm going to take this time to do some bonding time.
Oh yeah, on the drive back, sure.
No, in the store.
Oh, okay.
I think that works because he has to not work on the current mystery.
Yeah. So for bonding time, I'm trying to see. I believe you roll for it. I'm just trying to get to your sheet. Yep. For bonding time. Yep. Roll plus charm. On a 10 plus hold 2. On a 7 to 9 hold 1.
Okay. And plus that affects my relationship status.
Yep.
Facebook official.
Plus charm. Okay. It's 2d6, right?
Yep.
Sorry about my chair.
6 plus 2 is 8.
Ooh, all right. I was getting worried for a second. So on a 7 to 9, you get to hold 1. I don't believe you have any marks in your relationship status track yet.
I do not.
So I wouldn't worry too much about that, but your options are to erase 1 mark in your relationship status track, use a pararomantic move you haven't picked, receive a gift from your guide, or take +1 forward.
I'll receive a gift.
Sure. With receiving a gift, with that, okay. You know what? I know exactly what I'm gonna give you. I want so how when you're doing bonding time, because it is a little bit of a drive from Vegas to Flat, so that's why I imagined it might just be in the car where you're just talking to Vita. Why don't we play this out a little bit? You're kind of like
there's one thing that I wanted to include.
What?
There's just one thing that I wanted to include.
Oh yeah, sure. Hit me with it.
Vita wanted me to get some pickle chips.
Okay. Hey, William? And you hear Vita just in the back of your head.
Yes, what's up?
So I take in your surroundings, your sight and your hearing. However, this whole, when you eat food, I have never tasted anything before, and some of those things, taste is fantastic. Those pickle chips, those sound really good. Could you possibly find some for me as well? Or
sorry, I love this. I'll get some.
Or if no one's looking, maybe we can take the ones that your friends have already collected.
No, I don't think that's necessary. I'll just buy a bag.
Okay, all right. But if you can do that for me, then here, you know what? I'm gonna I think this might help. It might hurt for a bit, but I know that you're going to be dealing with a lot of other beings similar to yourself, and while knowing this can put you at risk, I still want you, no matter what, to keep the fact that, we are two different, a sort of, what's the right word? Now I'm blanking. What's the right word?
Symbiotic?
Yes, thank you. That we are a symbiotic relationship. No other parasites should know, because they will immediately come after us. And while the Greyhound was one deal, that Greyhound was working by itself, and it was already a sort of parasite that was not working properly. But if there are parasites that have properly taken over their host and find out about our symbiotic relationship, we could be in major trouble. So please try your best to not be found out. But I wanted to give you this. And you're kind of taken aback for a second as you kind of blink your eyes, and for a second, as you're looking at the people around you in the car, you are almost able to see like what almost looks like a kind of heat signature around them. And while your three other friends look the same, you kind of are able to look down at yourself and you see this kind of we'll say it kind of like you can almost like see the blood pumping through your veins, as it almost has like this kind of like heat signature to it, but it's definitely not like a heat that you're sensing. With this kind of sight, I want you to. It should definitely help you find the kind of people and stay out of trouble as much as you can.
Wow. I really wasn't expecting this. Well, thank you.
You kind of focus and blink your eyes again, and you're able to kind of turn it off. This isn't something that you'll be able. If you focus again, you might be able to do this. But for right now, this is something that I can muster. And if you try to do something else, you might lose this. But this is what I can do for you right now.
Thank you.
Just be careful and don't be found out.
I'll do my best.
With that, you guys arrive at... Now, it doesn't work like a kind of X-ray vision like you would see with heat signatures. You do have to see them in front of you, but if you can see somebody within your visual range, you'll be able to tell if they are infected or not.
Okay.
It does seem like this is a sort of temporary ability. And you could if you do lose this, you could focus and try to do this kind of thing again. But this is definitely the kind of gift that you receive.
Neat.
All right. With that, was there anything else before you guys get to Greg's groceries? Cliff, what was you're kind of going through the list? Do you remember what the list is?
I had it written down somewhere, but I think I've lost it. So what was it?
We got a plunger at the apartment.
Right, we already got that.
So it was 4 items. It was a car battery. It was a pearl, a plunger, and Zim Zam Zoom hot pickle chips.
Okay.
You are 50% the way there.
Cool. Okay, so we have the pickle chips, and we have the plunger. Well, wait a minute though. Is the for the pickle chips thing? Don't I have to still take that from LeClaire?
Well, you guys could kind of just have it as a group.
Okay.
It was kind of like ambiguous as to like who ended up with them, but we'll say LeClaire still has them, but they're yet to be eaten.
Okay, cool. All right. And also, when William was bonding with his parasite that's within him, was he speaking out loud, or is it the communication just all in their head for the most part?
He can do it in his head, but you tell me, William, was it in your head, or were you kind of just speaking aloud?
Mostly in my head. During some points, like during the thank you, I did say it out loud, like unknowingly. But yeah.
I turned to William and was like, "Who are you thanking?"
Just Vita.
Ah. What does he sound like?
He sounds like Matt Walsh.
I don't know who Matt Walsh is. Is he famous?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the actor Matt Walsh.
From like
not even me. It's the actor Matt Walsh.
Yeah.
With that, you guys make it to Greg's Groceries. You pull up into the parking lot. As it is a little bit later in the evening, it looks like not too many people are currently pulled up. Like the parking lot's pretty scarce as far as like usually grocery stores go. To give a kind of visual description of the physicality, you have like an entrance door and an exit door that are right next to each other. It appears that are kind of on the right side of the grocery store. They kind of open up through hallways. You know what I drew out like a really bad sketch for my end to describe it, and now I'm realizing that it's even harder to describe the layout of a grocery store over just pure audio. So you have an entrance and exit on the right that is that are specifically entrance and exit. Those go through like their own little kind of glass halls until they kind of open up into the grocery store. Next to those entrances are rows of like grocery store carts that you could take from, and all the way to the left on the other side of the grocery store, it appears there is some like an emergency exit in case that is needed. You guys already know a bit of the grocery store, so it's fine if we kind of play around and I give you a bit of the layout of the main store before we kind of get there. You know that once you enter, there is a few kind of vending machines to the right, which is also next to what looks like a elevator. And around that area as well, there seems to be a sort of unisex single person bathroom and a sort of employee only staircase that seems to lead upstairs. After that, there are 3 checkout registers, and if you continue farther down the grocery store, there are many other aisles and things like that. But if you go past the registers to the back of the store, there is a sort of customer service area where people would handle like returns or bottle deposits or lottery stuff, buying cigarettes, anything like that. And then if you also go to the back of the store too, there are doors leading into the back warehouse of the grocery store.
Okay. Do
you guys head in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the vest. I think I'm gonna take either LeClaire or William with me. And just go to the customer service desk and show them the vest and be like, "Hey, this might be a strange question. Do you guys used to have someone named Patrick working here for you?"
Okay, so you make your way into the grocery store. You see one register is opened. There is a young girl working the register. You'd probably say like early 20s. She has longer curly hair, wearing that same kind of apron that you did see in Patrick's apartment. Appears to have a name tag that shows Skylar, who is kind of standing there just looking on her phone. Seems very bored with the whole situation, as no one is currently online. You are able to see one person kind of shopping around the store, as well as you see the person behind the customer counter appears to be an older woman, with kind of slightly like thin but short hair. She is also wearing another one of these aprons that is kind of framed by a pearl necklace that sits around her neck. And she's she's just kind of fixing up and organizing some cigarette stuff in the back. And as you walk up and ask about Patrick, there was Patrick, he was the assistant manager here for a bit. And then I think he quit a few years back. Why? I haven't seen him in a while. Why? Do you know him?
we haven't been able to find him in a bit, and it's worrying me. And I found this vest at his apartment. I just wanted to check to see if he was here for some reason.
No, I haven't seen him. I mean, you can ask around though. I didn't. I mean, I know. I know the manager, Mr. Tyson. He knew him. He knew him a bit more than I did.
Is he here?
So, yeah, he's upstairs. He's in his office currently. I can get him for you if you'd like.
That'd be great.
Sure. Hold on a second. And she actually like comes around and kind of like comes out through a door that actually opens up into the store, and she starts to walk over to those stairs that were by the entrance that would lead upstairs. As you are as you're waiting for her to come back, you kind of take a look around, and you see, now that you're kind of near the back of the store, you see what looks to be a lot of the frozen kind of meat section, where there's a area that you would get like bags of ice, and then it opens into a area that is organized by different types of meats, and you see a younger man who is using a U-boat to kind of unpack different stuff and kind of load up the shelves.
Does anyone else want to do anything right now?
Who is with you?
It's a good question. Who wanted to come with me?
Yeah, you said either Leclerc or William. We never actually answered that question.
Yeah, true.
Oh wait, what?
I'll be with you this time.
Okay, so I brought William with me.
Wait, so it's just the two of you in the store?
I think just in the back by customer service. I don't know what Leclerc
Okay.
and Cliff are doing.
Sure. What are Leclerc and Cliff doing then? Are you guys? Did you guys follow to the back of the store? Or are you kind of looking around? You looking to talk to people or what?
I'm staying nearby, but I'm kind of not really paying much attention to it because I have my own task that I'm worried about. And I'm trying to find where I could find pearls. Although, and yes, I did acknowledge that woman was wearing a pearl necklace. No way, no how am I fucking stealing a pearl necklace from that woman. But I will see if I can find pearls elsewhere in this grocery store.
Sure. What you just like looking down the aisles to try to like find something?
Just kind of skimming around, and also of course, like I mean, I don't. Something tells me I don't know if I could get a car battery here, but I'm just gonna look for that too, just to see if something kind of pops out.
Sure. Claire, are you with Cliff, or are you kind of just looking around on your own?
I feel like I'm just moseying around. Did Cliff make it like fully known that the woman was wearing pearls? Like, did I see that also, or?
We'll say because it's relatively easy to see the customer service desk. You did see her, and you saw that, especially as like she is now like walking towards the front of the store to head up the stairs to the upstairs. So you could definitely like stop her and talk to her, but you definitely do see her. So she's like passing the registers where Skylar seems to be, and then going upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just kind of like poking around the aisles. I don't want to make any particular moves.
Okay, I want someone to. Well, you guys are looking specifically for Patrick, so I want you guys to roll investigate a mystery. Someone.
The ones who are looking for Patrick probably should.
Sure.
I can do that if you want, Gabe.
Who has the higher modifier?
I have a +1.
So do I.
Also, William, too. If at any time you want to like scan people, you just let me know. That is not something that I'll immediately point out like, they're coming up on your radar. It is something you have to like actively switch to.
All right.
I'll do that.
I was gonna investigate anyway, so you can do Will's thing first.
Sure. As for the 3 people you've seen so far, the cashier, the woman behind the desk, and the younger boy who seems to be, packing out the groceries, none of them appear to be infected.
Cool.
All right, I'm gonna investigate just to see what I can see.
Wow.
Damn, yo. That's a 4.
Matt.
listen, I don't know what's happening to me today.
You're gonna be such a powerful character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh my god.
I still need 2 more for a level up, but
Yeah.
But the fact that you already
Uh,
had 2 more, like you just leveled up last episode or 2 episodes ago at this point.
I did.
Okay, with that, I want. With that, the young boy who is currently like unpacking his things, he actually like he makes a note of you, the two of you. I'm curious if I want to take like a harder move. You know, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. But it might not be immediately obvious. So,
Okay.
The younger boy, he's packing out and he sees the two of you, and he actually like walks away from his U-boat and walks up to the two of you. You can see he is also wearing a similar kind of apron for Greg's Groceries, and you see a name tag that says Luca. And but he's also wearing these kind of latex gloves as he's packing out the stuff. And he walks up and says, "Hey, I don't know if I'm sorry. I'm just asking around as many people as I can. Have you guys seen like a 3-legged greyhound anywhere?"
No, why?
No reason. It's just a dog that tends to come by. But I haven't seen him in a bit. Okay. Well, thanks anyway.
Yeah,
and
sorry.
And he goes back to what he's doing.
Huh.
With that, the customer, the service woman, she goes up the stairs, and she is out of the first floor. Let's see if before things gets too stale, I want. Since the two, I want Cliff. As you're looking around, you don't really see pearls or a car battery. It doesn't seem like those are the kinds of things that this kind of grocery store is looking would carry. Let's see. I want Jeremiah to roll. I'm trying to figure out whether read a bad situation or investigate a mystery. I think because you're looking around and you're actively looking, I want you to roll to investigate a mystery.
All right, let's see what kind of bullshit we get into now. Right.
Oh, Jeremiah.
So that's plus sharp.
So it's a 7.
Okay.
Okay.
With a
Thank
7,
God.
you get to
Thank
ask
God.
one of those. So what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here?
I don't know. Folks, I'm leaning towards what is being concealed here.
Yep,
Yeah, me
that's
too.
right. That's exactly
Yeah,
what I
okay.
was thinking.
Let's
Yeah.
do that.
Okay. With that, you see the young boy, like from where you are like down one of the aisles, except you can also see this younger boy, Luca, from where you are, just from a different angle. And you see him, he actually, as he's packing out the meats, he's like looking through them and like what seems to be like examining the dates on them. And he takes some of them and he actually puts it in a box, like separate from the other ones. Very kind of doesn't seem to be playing it off very well, but kind of looks around, looks to see if anybody's kind of paying attention, and doesn't really take take too much of a doesn't really mentally count Hold'em or William or even yourself, and he kind of sneakily just picks up the box and gives one more look around and sneaks into the back room. If you want to, the back rooms, they're kind of these like the kind of like doors that they usually have in a grocery store, where they are kind of like pushed to open.
They're like swing
and they'll
doors.
swing
Yeah.
either
Yeah.
way. Yeah, but they also have these kind of plastic windows to
Yeah.
them
Yep,
as well.
and they usually have
So
like
if
some
you-
sort of rubber scraper on the bottom too for like spills.
Yep. So if you wanted to look through the rubber window, you could. You could possibly see what he's up to.
Yeah, right. I'll do that.
You make your way to the back, and now William and Hold'em, you see kind of Leclerc, walk up to the back of the store and kind of look through the back room. You see a small kind of warehouse. To the right, there seems to be quite a few pallets that have groceries, just stacked on them, whether it be pallets of cans of soda, a lot of non-perishables, things like that, as well as to the left, there seem to be stacks of U-boats, kind of all in a corner. In a back left corner, it appears like a lot of milk crates are stacked up, and what looks like in the back, there appear to be two like bay doors where someone might where a truck might pull in, and then all the way to the there's an emergency exit back door, and then what looks like another door out to the right, where at the top it reads like cold across, and it's almost like a metal door that kind of opens up with a big handle. You see Luca take the box and move over to one of the bay doors, and he actually takes out the meat and opens it up, kind of opening up, pulling back the plastic and still taking another look around. And he kind of stacks up the meat near the open back bay door, and almost like leaves it in a pile, gives one more look around, and then goes to dispose of the meat packaging.
So that shit was probably what the vision was supposed to be for me.
I don't know. That would have happened maybe a couple days ago.
Okay.
You're not sure. You just know that this is something that he's doing right now. Where
Okay.
he is. You understood the vision as people ate meat and like would have gotten sick.
Well, I see him leaving meat out, and that's probably.
But that's the thing, though. It's not like he's like letting it go bad and then gonna like repackage it. He's taking the meat out of the packaging and then like leaving it out as if like somebody's about to eat it or something, or somebody else is gonna pick it up.
He's leaving it for the dog,
Oh yeah.
but we don't know. But like at the same time, it's like, is this saying that the dog is still there, or is it saying that he's just looking for the dog and he's just leaving meat out until the dog comes back?
Are we sure it's for the
Like,
dog?
You are not sure.
Because it could be for
I'm
9.
not- Well,
He leaves
the reason why I
leaving
say
meat
that
out
is
for
because
9?
he asked about the dog with 3 legs to Hold'em Williams. That's why I
Uh-huh.
kind of assumed that was the case.
It looks
But-
like Luca's about to kind of come back out through the door to the store as he's walking back that way and hasn't noticed you yet. Do you want to be in the way, or do you want to kind of like step to the side?
I'll be in the way.
Yes.
Okay. He goes to like push the door, and then he just are you just like standing there, just looking through the fucking door?
Yeah, and I
Like,
feel
you're,
like he can go to like open it, it just kind of like thuds against me, but I don't really budge.
But I just imagine like just your face just framed in
Yes.
like, the plastic window as you're just like staring this young boy down.
Yep, that's me. Uncle Creepy, here again.
He goes to kind of push the door and then like sees you, and he kind of like jumps back, and there's kind of a moment of just like pause as he's not sure what exactly to do, and he takes like 2 steps back and then sees that you, unless you do something, sees that you don't really do anything, and then he just opens the door the other way, pulling it towards him, and he just says like, can I help you?
Can I like investigate a mystery? Because I want to see if I can like get him to tell me what he was doing. Or do I just ask him, what were you
Yeah, that
doing?
was
You
a
could-
charm.
Yeah, you could ask. Why don't you... Uh,
Could be a manipulate someone type thing.
why don't you roll to manipulate somebody? So roll plus charm.
It's a 9.
9.
Hey.
9's pretty good. 7 and 9 they'll do, but only if you do something right now. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna play that up as just they're not as immediately closed off to you, but they don't like immediately trust you. So I think it's very like middle of the line and pretty good. So what are you asking him? And we can kind of like play this out.
I want to see if I can like exploit the fact that they're like a young kid and I'm an older adult and I might have some sort of like authoritative air to me, and I want to be like, what were you doing with the meat? I saw you. Straight up. See if he just answers.
Do you are you a friend of Mr. Tyson's?
Like Tyson boneless nuggets?
No, the manager.
Oh.
That's actually pretty funny though.
I thought you were doing a put on the meat. Like I completely forgot that was the guy's name.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's really funny related.
That's actually fits pretty much, yeah.
Yes.
I think that was a fair question.
Straight up yes.
I feel like that would be like that's something he would actually say.
Like that's something that LeClaire would be like the nuggets? Like
No, like my manager, Mr. Tyson.
yes. I am friends with Mr. Tyson.
I saw the meat was expired, so I was just about to throw it out.
So you threw it in the back of the warehouse?
Are you sure you're a friend of Mr. Tyson?
Yes, Mr. Tyson and I go a ways back. I come to the store often and I look around.
If I tell you what I'm doing, can you please not tell him?
I'm sorry, I think it's funny because I just essentially was just like, yeah, I just come here and stare at things and then I leave, and I'm good friends with Mr. Tyson. Like, it's such a weird.
You know what? There's some weird fucking people.
That's true. All right, okay. Yes, if you tell me what you were doing, I'll pretend I never saw it.
Well, usually there's a have you seen like a three-legged greyhound around? It's kind of a stray, but kind of wanders around town.
I believe
Have
I
you
have.
seen him before,
I've seen him on occasion. Yes.
Have you seen him at all recently?
I don't recall. I don't believe so. Why are you trying to lure him to the warehouse?
No. I'm well. He's come by before, and I would just sometimes just leave him scraps of expired stuff. But the last time I only did it the last time. I'm trying to figure out what the timeline is here, on when, like, on how long it's been. So we had our original mystery, with the vision, and then
The alien kidnapped me.
I know. I'm just figuring out, like, what was that,
It's
like
It's got to be like a couple days.
Yeah,
yeah,
it wasn't too long ago.
well, yeah, like a couple days ago, my manager told me to. Well, Mr. Tyson told me to, even though the meat wasn't expired, he told me to take the meat off the shelves. And I left it out for the dog, and since then I haven't really seen him. So I've been leaving it out usually, but he hasn't come back. I just found it weird because that was the only time where it hasn't been expired meat. And he just hasn't been back. So I'm hoping that I get to see him again, but I don't want Mr. Tyson to know that I've been doing this because well, he's seen me do it before, but he doesn't want me to do that.
I understand. Would you do me a favor? I really have to use the bathroom, and I know the employee bathroom is just through here. Would you mind if I take a step back? And you can consider our conversation never happened. I won't say a thing to Mr. Tyson.
Hold on, let me like rearrange the entire architecture of the store. Hold on.
I'm sorry, I do this to you all the time. I don't even know. It doesn't. You don't actually have to. I could just be like, I know there's a bathroom back there. Even if there isn't, the kid just doesn't want me to say anything to Mr. Tyson. So he could be like, yeah, go ahead, go back there. But he could be so upset that he's not even thinking clearly. So you don't have to go full home reno like on the building.
With that, I think he's like, I think he's a little confused because to manipulate someone wasn't perfect. But I think he is like, no, it's it's fine. Go ahead. You can come back here.
Now, does he let me back or does he follow me back?
No, he just kind of lets you back. Yeah, I work here part time as I'm going to school. But there's usually another guy who kind of runs back here. But it's really just the two of us.
It's just some guy like doing track in the back of the warehouse. Some guy runs back here.
What?
Sorry, I've met a state of delirium. So when you said there's some guy that runs back here, I picture literally just some guy like doesn't do anything for the store, just like runs laps in the back room.
No.
Sorry.
He's saying like just him and another guy run the warehouse.
Right.
The other guy's not. The other guy's not here.
Not physically running. Okay.
No. So it looks like there is just the back exit door, and then there is a door that seems to go into a kind of cold section. That is a kind of freezer door with a very large handle that you can pull back. Is that where you want to kind of check out?
Where I want to check out where it looks like he was like leaving the meat, and then just like the general area. If that includes the door to the cold area, that's fine.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, the bay doors are more along the back of the store.
Okay.
So you walk over to the open bay door and you see the kind of piled up meat, and there's some other stuff outside. There's some milk crates and some but not much. And it looks like it seems pretty empty. It looks like just like the parking lot seems to kind of curve around the store to the back, and that trucks would be able to pull in here. While there's no trucks currently pulled in, it looks like there's nothing back here. It's just the empty parking lot.
Okay. So when you say the meat piled up, like, I think it's curious that Mr. Tyson said to stop leaving expired meat and to leave out, like, meat just not expired.
Well, no, he doesn't want him, like, he doesn't want Mr. Tyson doesn't want him leaving out any meat.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought that there was
animals.
Okay.
Yeah. So what this kid has been doing is thinking that it's no harm. He'll take the expired meat and just leave it out for the stray.
Mm-hmm.
And the last time that he did it, the issue wasn't that the meat was expired. It was just he got orders from his manager to just take all the meat and throw it out.
Oh.
And instead of throwing it out, this kid fed it to the Greyhound.
Why would they ask him to throw away all of the meat?
Yeah, right? That's what he was thinking. And he thought it was a waste, so he gave it to the dog.
Okay. Alright, so then if I'm not really seeing anything in the general area, can I investigate the freezer area, or does it not matter?
Yeah, I don't know. Investigate a mystery would be more to like look around if there was like if something like happened here.
Yeah, I don't really think.
Happened.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
To just kind of give it to you. It looks like it opens you into a. It's a little colder, so it looks like it opens a cold area.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's just the door into the room, and then there's a door on the opposite side. And it looks like there are U-boats that are just full of just colder dairy items, things like that, like eggs and milk. Looks like that would be stored, and then through there you can even stick your head into. It's the same kind of freezer door, and it looks like it's like a frozen freezer where there would be ice cream, meats, things like that. Kind of the same setup on U-boats and things like that, but that one is a dead end room.
Okay.
All of the freezer doors are while it is like a big handle on one side, it's kind of like a push-in large button on the other. So it's not like if like somebody were like stuck in here, they wouldn't be able to open the door.
So I think that I just want to report back to the rest of my people and just tell them that something weird's going on with meat.
Yeah, sure. With that, you guys, William and Hold'em, you guys have been waiting for a little while, and this woman has still yet to return.
Do you want to go check on her, Will?
With
like,
that,
have us go
yeah.
up there.
With that, you guys, Leclerc kind of steps out into the store from the back, and you guys are able to see each other.
Hey, I don't know exactly what's going on around here, but something about meat.
Meat?
Just something about me.
We could, I could say like you just share like what you learned was happening with the boy.
And there's a Mr.
And
Tyson around here.
That's a little strange.
Yeah, but Hold'em, you're kind of able to piece together like the timeline, and I'm just mentioning this just because the timeline is a little loosey-goosey, that when he was told to get rid of the meat, that is around when your mission should have been.
Okay. That makes a little more sense. Okay.
With that, I want, as you're walking around, I want you to roll investigate a mystery.
Okay.
The mystery of
Or
Pearl location.
actually no, I want you to read a bad situation. So it's still plus sharp, but I want you to use those questions.
Okay, I got a 6, and I'm alone, so I don't think anyone can help me.
You don't have any extra sharp?
I 0.
Okay.
It's Cliff.
All right. Yeah, all right, then I want you to mark +1 experience.
Yep.
You are looking around, and you are going down the aisles, looking for anything that you can find, and down one of the aisles, you see a man who is you see a pale looking man who seems to be even though it is pretty cool out, he is kind of almost overly dressed. He is wearing like heavy pants and like a very long, heavy, almost like trench coat. And he has this like light brown hair and very kind of pale skin. And it's almost kind of creepy, as he, people would just like, would be actively looking through the grocery aisles. He is almost like standing there and just like staring at the products until like you see him, and then he makes note of you and looks in your direction. And his eyes kind of just like read you up and down. And he immediately just starts like walking the other direction towards the front of the store.
Weirdo.
He is keeping both of his hands in his pockets as he walks.
Okay. I'm gonna stay as far back as possible, but I do kind of want to follow him.
Sure, you kind of you make like a mental note, and like following him, you kind of watch him as he goes around the corner of the aisle back towards like the front of the store, and he kind of walks past the register, and Skylar kind of eyes him, checking to see, dude in a trench coat, is he about to like walk out with like some like products, and then he heads over to like where the bathrooms are, so she kind of stops paying attention to him, and then he actually opens the door to the upstairs of the grocery store and begins to walk up.
Can we see that?
I want one of you to roll plus sharp.
I don't want to touch it.
Alright, I'll do it.
I've rolled so bad.
Alright, let's see.
Good luck, Charm Will.
7, 8.
Okay.
Yeah, with that, I think you notice. But you just see him as like a mysterious man, just like heading up the stairs. So I'm going to say that William sees him, but with that roll, you are not able to get Hold'em to see him before he moves upstairs.
Can I signal to the group, like from where I am, like that dude is looking suspicious, and he
Don't
like
be
eyed me up and
suspicious.
down.
Don't be suspicious.
I think it's kind of the open grocery store. You can walk over and like just talk if you want.
Yeah, I walk over to them and tell them basically what happened in the aisle. Then
Sure, you guys are now all on the same page as well.
Okay. We should go upstairs, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out. Wait. I'm gonna wait until we get past the door, to the stairs, and then when we get past that, I'm gonna pull out my shotgun,
Okay.
just to be prepared.
I'm gonna pull out my monster eyes.
my fire axe is out.
Nightmare eyes.
I got my Nerf gun.
You know, never mind. I was gonna ask a question, but that'd be more of your choice. That would have been in a previous moment, so I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be like, you want to retcon and see if you noticed something else, but no one wanted to ask about it. As you guys are kind of like walking over there, you guys make your way over to the door that's kind of employees only, and Skylar kind of looks up and says, "Do you guys work here?"
I hold up the vest. Says, yeah, I'm new. We just gotta head up to the office real fast.
All right, whatever. And then just
Nice.
goes back on her phone. She kind of like sits on one side of the counter and then like puts her feet up a little, and
Nice.
just keeps scrolling. Yeah, you guys are over by the upstairs. You guys make your way up.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that, you guys, you open the door, and the stairs seem to go straight until they come around a corner. So it's kind of like, okay. Here's my question: what is a definition for a flight of stairs? Is a flight one story's worth, or is a flight like until it like turns?
I think it's until it turns.
Okay, so then it's 2 flights, but it gets up 1 story.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if there's a
and-
beginning and end to a stair, that's a flight. That's essentially how that works.
Okay. So if there was just a straight set of stairs
I'm
that went up
impressed.
for 5 stories, but it never turned, would that just be 1 flight of stairs?
Yes.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
so.
I think it's incredible that you guys like answered and are so sure of your selves. Like to me, that would be like a Google. It would be a discussion. I'd phone a friend. Like you guys are like,
Do you wanna-
no,
do you wanna
absolutely.
Google-
If it
Do you want to Google it, Kelsey?
no, I don't have to because I feel
I
like
know
we
me
all
my
know.
stairs.
But like I feel
I
like
know
that's
me
a
my
very
stairs.
like specific knowledge set that everybody apparently has that just came out of nowhere.
That is, I'm showing confidence, but I am absolutely unsure of
Like
myself.
I feel like that was just incredible. Just saying. Sorry,
Yeah.
not to derail, but everybody's like, no, absolutely. If it doesn't turn, it's a flight. If it turns, you got steps and shit. And all right, whatever, they got it. I'm not gonna answer. They have it under control. Anyway, go ahead, take your flight.
Okay. So the flight kind of turns around, and it leads up to the upstairs area. There is no door as it opens up into a larger room area. You can kind of see where the elevator would be on your left. Again, it seems if somebody's working here and they're handicapped, they can take that way up. There appear to be 2 bathrooms to your side, one with a kind of male, the symbols for male and female on each one. And there is a circular table that has some chairs around it. There's some chairs stacked up. There's a small mini fridge, and then there's like a table with like a microwave. It appears this is like a sort of break area for employees if they wanted to hang out up here. After that, by that break area, across from the stairs, there is what looks like a door, and next to the door there is a little sign that says locker room. Past the locker room a little bit, if you kind of looked down the rest of the grocery store, it looks like the upstairs, while it isn't as large as the first floor, it's definitely on the larger side. Why'd you share? Sorry, Kelsey, you just shared a link. Just how many stairs are in a flight?
I couldn't help myself, and like it actually doesn't. I feel like actually answer anything. So, and I feel like it both supports and contradicts what we already decided. So it is what it is. But I couldn't help myself. I had to share it. We can look later.
How far can a stair fly? What is its flight capacity? Sorry. As it goes next to the locker room door, there seems to be another door. While there is no sign or anything, it looks like there is some kind of almost like caution tape around it, as if like to indicate and a sign that says like out of order. And past those bathrooms and that door is a hallway that leads down to the sort of the rest of the upstairs.
I feel like
it appears there's nobody in this area.
I feel like this entire scene is just the four of us clumped together like Scooby-Doo and crew, like fucking just tiptoeing around, like just trying not to get caught.
If it wasn't for those kids and their freaking parasite, this would have been fine.
I want William, I want you to read a bad situation.
Oh boy. Alright, let's see.
You take the
Oh,
dice
shit.
and you roll it and you get a fucking 3.
4.
4. Okay. So with that, you look down the hallway. It looks like, to the right of the hall, it kind of opens up into a larger area where it looks like there's a lot of signs and displays and boxes, and then there is a door to the left on the hall that's all the way down that you would assume would be whatever office that the manager kind of works in. However, you see that mysterious figure near the end of the hall and like standing by the office door. And it looks like he's about to walk into the office as he looks and makes contact with you. And unlike when he was walking before, his hands are now out of his trench coat pockets, while his right hand has his fingers are wrapped around the doorknob. His left hand is missing all 5 fingers.
Oh fuck.
What?
It's like, oh god, he has the finger monsters.
Hold on, you look up at the end of the hallway and see this man, and you know him as Number 9.
I
shit my pants.
I make fondue.
Ooh, that was scary. I just have a few quick announcements for you guys, so I'll try to get through them quick. We are now on Instagram at Team Chaos Productions, all one word, and that Instagram is now also attached to a Facebook page too. So you can follow us on Instagram or like us on Facebook, and you'll be notified whenever we post anything, whenever there is a new episode, and whenever we share behind the scenes stuff or anything else that we'd love to share with you guys. Additionally, I'd also like to shout out to anybody, if anyone would like to promote anything in this space, to reach out to teamchaosprod@gmail.com, or if you guys have any questions for us, don't be afraid to send an email. Additionally, if any of you share the show with the hashtag #TableParty, then we can find you, and we'd love to have a NPC or a story element named after you, which I would love to have you guys be a part of our journey. Other than that, just the intro and outro was made by our own Havana Music, with additional music in this episode by Louis Zong. And with that, I will let you get back to the table party.
I hold up the shotgun and shout 9.
He just silently, just like open, but like with a quickened pace, just opens up the office door and then immediately runs out.
I was gonna ask, could I have read him?
Yeah. You kind of blink your eyes and focus, and he is definitely a parasite. Hold'em, I'm going to give you one of your fortunes. You
get to do that?
Well, I'm letting. Well, it feels like with this one, retroactively warn somebody about an attack so that it doesn't happen. Well, that might be. You definitely get the feeling that if you go into this area unprepared, as you kind of recognize the signs and the displays, this area and the office door, you're like, oh, I kind of recognize this area, and we could be like seriously hurt if we don't play this smart.
Okay, I think that's fair. All right, we need to plan this out, because if he clearly is here for a reason, right? We need to go in here with a plan.
Do we have more? I've realized this entire time I haven't really been doing my Clef voice. Are we like? Do we even have the time to even negotiate this?
Is this Mr. Tyson?
No.
You guys have yet to see Mr. Tyson.
Never mind.
No, that's 9. That's who we've been looking for.
Rat.
Fuck.
With that, okay. With that, I'm going to. Let's see.
What? By the way, earlier, what was it that Kelsey ruled, that would require someone to use a help? Like, do we use that here?
That was. Oh, you have not used that yet. That is. Sorry for the flake. I think I actually posted the questions, in the group, but. My God, I keep passing.
This might be a good time to use that.
Is this person connected to current events more than they are saying? When and where will the next critical event occur? What does the monster want from this person? Is this connected to previous mysteries we have investigated? And how does this mystery connect to the bigger picture?
But somebody's going to have to roll with me and try to get something
Kelsey,
high.
Yeah. But you get to choose what question it is.
Right, but somebody else has to try to help me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you want to do that, you can.
I have 0 sharp, so someone else is going to have to
I
do
have
that.
+1 sharp.
Well, if to help out, it would be plus.
Oh, I have
one.
-1 cool.
Oh, well, I also have.
I have 0 cool.
I also have 0 cool, so it looks like you're doing it, William.
I have -1.
No, it didn't.
No, William is
is
minus
-1.
Oh shit! All right.
God, nobody's
So
cool.
I think with the combined information that I know at this point, that I would be able to like kind of help plan them out, like knowing the grocery store backstory and all that. So even though I've been rolling like shit, I'm gonna.
Well, that might
gonna
work
go
in our
for it.
favor.
Honestly,
Okay.
you also get +2 to help out, but that really won't matter.
Okay, I want you to roll to help out then.
Hey!
8 even.
8 even. All right. With that, 7 and 9, you help grant some +1 to their roll, but you also expose yourself to trouble or danger. I think you're already pretty exposed.
Yep.
So
Full
I'm actually
frontal at
going
this
to
point.
kind of work through you.
Okay.
Leclerc, you kind of take a look around the room, and you immediately kind of make a note of you kind of realize like, oh wait, this is a little suspicious looking as well, seeing like the camera in like the top corner of the grocery store, and realizing that there's also cameras all over the grocery store as well, and that they might have known when you guys shown up, if they were looking for you, and as you were kind of thinking about how these kind of things. Well, actually, wait. Which question did you want to ask?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah, that's a good
Do
point.
I have to? Can I ask for input from other people? I think what would be really
Yeah.
funny is if I asked, "Is this person connected to current events?" more than they were saying, because it's literally the person we've been looking for. So that would be a waste of a question at that point.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Again, and I don't know if like how does this mystery connect to the bigger picture. I think that this is our bigger picture, at least in the immediate sense of what we're looking for.
I would maybe
Unless
go
there's
with,
an even bigger one.
yeah. I would go with.
There's a
I
part
was
of,
thinking, is this connected?
Oh,
Oh.
a part of me wants to, I wonder, because I don't know yet if 9 is necessarily the monster, so I wonder if, like, what does the monster want from this person? I think probably the connected one fits a little bit more, but I would be curious about the second question.
Okay.
Either way, however you.
You said the second
see
question.
fit.
So when and where will the next critical event occur?
No, I'm sorry. The third question.
Oh.
What does the monster want
And
from
then,
the person?
Hold'em, you said, is this connected to the previous mysteries, or how does this mystery connect to the bigger picture?
Is this connected to previous mysteries? Whichever, one of those two. I might lean the one that Chris wants.
3.
You feel like what does the monster want from this person you're leaning more towards now?
Yeah.
William, how do you
I
feel?
feel the same way.
All right, let's go with what does the monster want from this person. I feel like I'm in the hot seat
Okay.
on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Sure. I'm going to play that as what does the monster want from 9? With that, and I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to work through Hold'em because he did help out. Leclerc, you're kind of starting to, like, piece some of the pieces together and how, things like this are coming together, and how possibly that initial, interaction with the Greyhound and that initial vision, how that has affected things up to this point, and why 9 and why this kind of grocery store, what are they trying to hide, and what is it that they want from 9, and you kind of realize that they are if Mr. Tyson and that Patrick were both colleagues at some point, if this is where he's been hiding out, then Tyson either definitely has to know about what is happening about the parasites, or is a parasite himself as well, and that possibly to mess with the vision was to try to keep Tyson from being found out, if somebody was getting suspicious around what's possibly happening here. Additionally, as you're trying to piece these kind of pieces together, Hold'em, you get a text on your phone from an unknown number, and this text reads, this text reads, 2 hosts, they know you're here. I'm gonna cut this out, but I want it to hit hard, and I want it to be 2 hosts, they know you're here, have been watching security cameras. If you enter the office, you will be killed.
That's a yikes.
Yeah. Y'all, we need to regroup. We need to come back later, I think, with another plan, because I don't think we know enough about this to stop it.
We also don't
Whatever
have
this
all of
is.
our stuff that we need.
No.
But what if something's about to go down?
Well, either something's about to go down, and I'm showing them the phone. Either something's about to go down, and we die, or something's about to go down, and we can deal with the damage later. we know where 9 is. We can go back to my order and talk to them about it, formulate a better plan. But I don't want to risk your lives for something that may be futile.
Do we feel that anybody who is immediately otherwise in the store is in danger, that we should get them out? Or should we let things go status quo and just get ourselves out and come back?
I don't think that
like Skeeter or whoever the hell's sitting at the desk.
You receive one more text message. They are holding the they are holding the employee woman captive. I can see you on this. I can see you on the security cameras. They cannot know that I am talking to you.
So they're holding the customer service woman captive?
Yeah.
Fuck, y'all.
Well, you know me, I'm not one to run into situations like this, but at the same time, I don't know if my heart can handle leaving someone behind.
They mentioned hosts. William, do you or Vita know what can be done?
Oh, I'd have to ask Vita.
If they have already been, if they've already been taken by the parasite, then their consciousness is no longer there. There is no saving that individual. But if they are holding her captive, then it would most likely to use her as a future host, if not to be leverage in this moment.
I'm gonna text back. I'm gonna text back. What do they want? To the unknown number.
They text back. They want to stay hidden. They do not want to be found out. They will try to find someplace new to hide. With that, the door to the office opens.
Fuck.
And Patrick walks back out. Hold'em, I saw you walk in. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. You, where have you been?
Oh, I've been here. It's been a bit of a crazy past couple days.
No shit.
Yep. After these didn't come back, and he kind of raises his left hand. I thought that something might have been up, but I am, well, it's I see you've brought company as well.
Yeah, yep, totally. Hold'em is freaking the fuck out. He doesn't know what the deal is. So what happened to those things? And I wiggle my fingers.
Oh, well, I figured I'd use them just as a simple kind of surveillance, simple kind of backup, just in case anybody started to follow my trail. I couldn't exactly just show back up to the council. But you know how it is. So yeah, I did mess with your vision. Sorry about that. That you feel another vibration on your phone, and the text message reads, they do not want to be found out. Use that as leverage. Hide in public places.
You wanna
So
go where there's a little more room?
no, I feel pretty good up here, and he starts to kind of walk forward down the hallway towards you guys. If you guys want to join us in here, we can I can kind of talk it out, really explain why I had to do what I did.
Not that's okay. We gotta. We just wanted to make sure that like you were okay. The order did and all that. So we can just head back and let him know we don't need to talk about this at all.
Oh, well, you came all this way. I appreciate you looking out for me. Especially, but I really hated to be a kind of no call, no show. But I was wondering if maybe I could have a chance to talk to you about everything that's been going on. And he keeps stepping closer. I'd say about at this point he's near. He's almost like entering that like the larger break room.
I step between the two. And
yeah, William.
I stand my ground. And say, "Look, we don't need to do this. We can just go back to the what is it called? You got the orders.
Casino.
We can go back to the order. And we can just talk about this there. Like we don't have to do anything."
I would feel comfortable with that.
Oh, do you guys want to carpool? Because we can carpool.
No. Also. No.
I'm kidding. I'm not. Okay. I'm not leaving here. And while that is, I guess I should say, while Patrick very much enjoyed, the casino and where he was, I feel a lot more comfortable here.
You said he enjoyed.
Yes. Yeah.
Who are you?
Well, I am still Patrick. But I am a very different kind of entity. You see, I guess, the way you kind of explained the whole Greyhound situation, it sounds like something went a little awry with how, our little parasite friends tend to take over hosts. And I'm really glad that you guys took care of that. As if not, then we definitely would have had to, as we cannot let such chaos and things get out of hand, and letting other people know about something like that happening here. So I appreciate, the job, and I appreciate that you guys were able to do that.
Yeah, don't mention it.
Mm-hmm. But yes, Patrick, he definitely makes for a excellent host, and while I definitely still have his appearance, he is definitely here no longer.
I'm gonna run.
Okay, because I was gonna say Patrick was gonna walk up closer to William.
Yeah, I'm gonna start running.
Alright, Cliff will follow, I think.
I want to run, but I want to try to get the girl out.
Oh shit.
She is nowhere in sight. You would assume that she might be behind. She must be in some room that's closed off currently.
I thought that we passed her getting up the stairs. She was manning the desk.
She was at the customer service desk, and then she went upstairs to go get the manager, and she never came back.
That's Skylar?
No.
Yeah. You want to go get Skylar.
Who's okay. The one who's being held captive?
That is
the customer service.
That was the customer service lady, the one with the pearl necklace.
Okay. But in theory, anybody who's immediately in this area is also potentially a host.
I already checked.
If not
everyone
already.
else in the store.
William already checked, and the woman with the pearl necklace, Skylar, and Luca were not parasites.
Okay.
Fucking clutch ability there.
Okay.
Yeah, but do you want to try and grab Skylar still.
I figured if we could save anybody at this point, just from not being in immediate danger, it would be worth it.
Sure. So you guys run downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would be trying to convince the group to book it as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay, William, do you run too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys. It doesn't seem.
I don't like that.
I want, because I'm thinking like, well, what would they do? And instead of
actually,
trying to keep bouncing off.
What you thinking?
So like, I was gonna ask Vita, instead of running, like, is there any way that we can like get gauged based on their based on the heat signature, like what kind of parasite they are?
It looks like he is different from how you looked at yourself. While you kind of saw, this kind of, I think I said like a purplish hue of like the blood flowing through you. He is just like lit up purple. Patrick.
No, that was an exclamation.
Oh, you said ooh.
I said who?
I want, William, I want you to roll
Me?
investigate a mystery.
Okay.
Yeah, and because you are kind of looking number 9 up and down, and because Hold'em is kind of leading the retreat, I want you to roll read a bad situation.
12.
Okay, I will.
Damn.
Nice. So with a 10 plus, hold 2.
All right, and I'll read a bad situation with
Ooh.
also a 12.
Nice.
Yay.
So with a 12, with a read a bad situation, actually gets a hold 3. So
Okay.
we'll do Williams first.
What can it do? What can hurt it? And what
You only get
can
2.
it do and what can hurt it?
You only get 2. You guys haven't immediately retreated yet. You don't actually. You are looking through your kind of parasite eyes, so I want it to be. So
Yes.
What was your 2 questions? It was what can it do and what can hurt it. While you definitely get the sense that through your kind of vision, this is almost, it's more similar to the dog than it was to you. And you don't know how you can kind of know this, but you're able to like almost using Vita's kind of sight that he gave you, you are able to kind of piece this together. While he can't, while they can, these kind of parasites seem to be able to like change shape and move around their bodies in like ridiculous ways. It's not like he can change his face. However, you definitely believe that the same kind of, transformation style and same sort of abilities that the dog was able to do, you get that exact same sense here. However, it might be a bit more controlled and rather than as like wild and chaotic as the dog. So it is, while it is definitely almost the same kind of monster and same kind of abilities, it is you now have to worry about it being far more of like one kind of mind in control. One much more almost like scary creature that is able to think and will attack. As for what can hurt it, because I don't I'm trying to think of like certain because usually I would do it like narratively, but the fact that you were able to see him immediately, and kind of read his vitals and things, kind of just like looking into him, you also get that sense that while the dog was very sensitive to heat, you definitely get the sense that these kind of parasites, when they are fully taken over, they are they can be, or at least they seem like they are sensitive to change, like extreme changes in temperature, whether it be hot or cold. And I think that's something you've even noticed, where since like joining with Vita, when you are cold, like I think you get cold very easily, or like a bit hot very easily, but the fact that you are like still like human, it's not too bad. But that just by reading this thing, you are able to see that it is kind of weak to big changes in temperature. With that, I'm going to go to Hold'em's kind of read a bad situation.
Okay. What's my best way out?
What's your best way out would definitely be the stairs down, as the elevator would be far too slow.
Mhm.
Either that, or possibly you think about how these things really don't want to be seen or known about, so any emergency exit or emergency alarms that you could possibly set off could be useful, as well, as these things would much rather kind of kidnap you, hide you in the shadows, than to be found out by the public, which was very different than how the dog kind of operated, where the dog did not care where it was.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, what's the best way to protect the victims?
Best way to protect the victims would definitely be to have them somewhere where they wouldn't be at as would definitely just be to get them out of the store.
Okay.
In terms of victims, I think that you guys are a bit more at risk, as it seems like any other humans around, they really have no way of it's far easier for them to have other humans around than to like kidnap or kind of take over them. And you've also gotten the sense too that it's not like just by touching somebody they can just like make them a parasite. They need a sort of like initial parasite worm in order to do something like that. Okay, so it's far, yeah. So it just be better to just like get them somewhere safer that they're not gonna disappear.
Yeah, I have an idea. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
In terms of dangers you haven't noticed, I think with that, out of
I mean, the question could be no.
Yeah, I will say no.
Okay.
You definitely think like the manager is probably still behind the office doors, but other than that, no.
Okay. In that case, once this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shoo everyone towards the fire exit, the emergency exit in the back. And
well, there are just like the stairs straight down. And then once you're on the first floor, you can get out like a fire exit.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm just gonna shout, everyone go out the back, go out the fire entrance, get to the truck. I'll be there soon.
Okay.
Are we gonna try to rescue Luca and Skylar in this instance?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Try to get the other two.
I think Leclerc. I guess Leclerc could go get Luca, and then or I can go with Leclerc, and then you guys just get Skylar, and then we'll just book it.
Yep. And then in the stair hallway, I'm gonna shout. I have to be a little quiet myself right now, but I'm gonna shout fire, and then I'm going to use magic to light the Patrick's vest that I have on fire and throw it in the stairwell.
Holy shit!
Us.
That's a badass move.
Sure.
Leclerc.
Now,
Okay.
are you doing that? Now, I imagined, like, now William is now in front of you. Are you doing that as you're running? Is William, like, behind you, or are you making sure that he gets past you first?
I'm making sure that William gets past me.
Okay.
Just fucking chuck a burning vest at William as he's coming down behind you.
Yes.
And William, you run as well? Okay. I want you to roll act under pressure. Hold on.
I mean,
no.
So I do want to say I am using magic.
Oh, okay. You know what? Then I'll have you roll
Roll
plus
use
weird
magic.
then.
Plus weird.
And you'll also get +1 I think, because
If I choose that.
oh no, that would be no, I was looking at the read a bad situation, thinking that if you acted on it, then you get it, but that's for investigate a mystery.
Okay.
I believe so. Where is that? Hold on.
I'm not sure.
No, it is read a bad situation. If you act on the answers, you get +1 ongoing.
Okay.
That is for read a bad situation. So
So
because you're acting on your answers,
Okay.
you get +1 ongoing.
All right, so I'll have +3 total, which means there are only a few things that could make this go totally wrong.
Please don't say that out
And
loud.
that's a 10.
Okay, good.
So-
You roll the 7, that brings it to a 10.
Yep.
That is going to be a complete success, and I think with that, so you make sure that William gets around you, and you go to kind of throw your vest and as throw the like the vest or apron, and as he sees that you guys are about to run, Patrick goes to kind of like begins to kind of step forward at you guys, and almost in that instant that you guys start to run, you hear the kind of out of order door just like bust open, and you see a man none of you have seen before. He almost looks like a cross between you know what, he just looks like a man who has probably not showered in like a couple weeks, and he has this sort of longer shaggy blonde hair and stubble and just kind of raggedy clothes, and he almost like kicks the door down, and in his hand he is holding a fire extinguisher, and in that room you can now see there was what almost looks like a lot of like monitors set up, and screens that look like they are looking over the entire store, as from downstairs to as well as up here, and Patrick sees him, and immediately Patrick goes to try to grab him, but the man kind of takes the fire extinguisher and tries to just spray down Patrick, and while it looks like, and Patrick kind of screams out in pain, his fingers on his other hand almost turn into blades and just like scratch across his side, but it is enough to kind of stun Patrick for a moment so that he is not immediately running after all of you. And the man who has kind of this kind of almost like homeless looking man just kind of who's just ran out is just like, go, keep running now.
Oh.
Mr. Boneless Nuggets himself.
Don't think that was him.
All right.
He and after spraying down Patrick, he is immediately running behind you.
Cool. I'm
Cool.
gonna go. I'm gonna look. Leclerc, do you want to go get Luca?
Yeah, is there a reason that we both have to go get one person? Can't you grab the other person?
Well, I don't know. Okay, so the thing is, the reason why I kept on pointing to you because I think you know the kid more than I do.
No, that's fine. I just meant that, like, is there a reason why you're accompanying me?
I don't know.
Like, if I get the kid, fine, because I talked to him already, but can't you grab the girl?
I just want Cliff to be able to do something, that's all.
You want him to be able to do something.
Yeah.
Go get Scott.
That's what I mean. Go get the girl, then. I'll get the kid.
Okay. I thought William was doing that. That's okay. Whatever.
Just-
do that.
I think it can just be assumed that you got them.
Yeah.
Okay, with that, this kind of mysterious man kind of runs down the stairs behind you. William, I think you kind of still have your parasite vision, and this dude's human. And he immediately is like running down the stairs behind you. Hold him. You send the apron, engulf it in flames. What are you looking to do? Like, kind of set off the fire alarm with the smoke?
Set off the fire alarm and also kind of block the stairwell, block them from coming down.
No, I think you you get that perfectly, where you kind of throw it down, and the dude is kind of like still behind it, but he kind of like runs through the flames and then like pats himself down as he's like stumbling down these stairs, and he's like fuck. And you, as you are now like making your way around the flight of stairs, while Patrick has definitely kind of slowed, and it looks like his skin is almost like, you know, when somebody has like hypothermia and their skin almost has like a touch of blue to it. He looks extremely cold. And you see another man kind of running up to the stairwell, and then immediately kind of stopped for a moment by the flames. And it looks like he is a sort of bald-headed man with facial hair, and he wearing a apron that just on his but with no name tag. And he like is stopped by the flames for a minute, and the now 5 of you immediately begin running down the stairs. With that, you guys make your way into the downstairs. With that, you guys make it to the downstairs, and it is almost now the fire alarm is going off as it is ringing over the entire store. You see. Like the one person who was shopping in the store, who was this like other woman who just had like this entire just like cart of groceries that she has just collected, just like rolls her eyes and like is like, oh, I just got all of this and now I have to leave, and she just like leaves it and starts to head out. Luca's near the back of the store and seems a bit confused, but Skylar's like, all right, and just like just starts to leave the store.
Okay, cool.
All right. All right. What are you guys doing?
Running outside to the truck.
Yeah,
Okay.
get into the car.
Yeah. Luca, you guys kind of see Luca is kind of like walking towards the front of the store, and you guys just run out the front door. You guys make it to the truck. With now this like mysterious like 5th person, and you guys make it to the truck, and he's like, "Thank God we made it."
Okay. Are you the guy who? And I hold up my phone.
Yes, that's me. Can we please?
Yeah.
All right, and with that, you guys
get in a door seat so that way we can push you out if we need to.
Wow, that's not very friendly.
Okay, you know what? I'll take my chances with that than staying here.
It's
I'm
hard
just
to
gonna
trust
hop in.
people right now.
I totally get it. I'm just gonna get in, and I will just count my blessings. Thank you, thank you. Oh my god. And you guys make it into the truck as now this like fire alarm is going off, and to kind of take a second away from you guys, as if we were to follow them. We see the top of the upstairs of the grocery store as the alarms are still ringing. Patrick kind of shakes off the cold of the fire extinguisher. Tyson takes the fire extinguisher, picks it up, and blows out the fire. Not too concerned with, what has, with the fact that you have gotten away. Walks into the room where this initial man ran out of. You were able to see 2 desks and a door that attaches to an office. This office, from what you can see, it seems like it was relatively normal, where a simple desk and chair, except on the floor, almost knocked out, appear in a slight pool of blood, appears to be the woman with the pearl necklace. And in the room the man had ran out of, we see many monitors that not only cover the entire store, but there are monitors for different surveillance cameras across town, as well as what looks like papers and sheets all over the desk. We see a computer chair that looks like there was a handcuff attached to it that has almost been broken at the middle chain, as well as almost a bucket in the corner. And on the desk, the man picks up a few of the papers, and we see lists of names. And he picks it up, and you can see, as the audience see immediately on the list of names, Donatello Tyson, Patrick McMahon, and before we can get a moment to see any more names, he immediately rips it in half, and he takes some gasoline that was in the corner, pours it over the entire desk, takes a match, and just throws it right onto the equipment. Table Party has been brought to you by Team Chaos Productions. Find us on Twitter at The Table Party, and find more of our work at Team Chaos Productions. See you again soon. Later.
I was hoping that I could end it off by turning to the blonde, long-haired guy and be like, do you know where we can find Pearl?
Just go to the beach.
I don't know, the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
Let's go to the beach in Nevada. Yeah.
Middle of the desert.
The next episode's the beach episode.
Oh, hell yeah. I can't wait for Clef to rock the Speedo.